Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Groucho Orloff Show, January 13th, 2023. We're heading out, gonna drive around town. We've had requests for that, so let's head out. So, Friday the 13th, ladies and gentlemen, about 2:39 p.m. in the p.m. here.
No hazardous weather is expected at this time. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation will not be needed. This is NOAA All Hazards Weather Radio Station KXI 65 at Lenox, Iowa.
Yes, indeed.
Transmitting on 162.45 megahertz. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service at Des Moines, Iowa. The current time is 2:39 p.m. Central Standard
It's 34 degrees, ladies and gentlemen.
Time for the official National Weather Service forecast for Corning.
Let's plug in the phone because it's about to die.
Sunny.
So I'll plug it in down here.
Temperature in the upper 20s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour.
So how are you guys doing on this fine Friday evening?
Lows around 20.
Somebody does a live show on Friday. I think it's Horror Mike, as I recall. So I probably shouldn't try to do a live show tonight. Plus, my wife would kill me if I did a live show on a Friday night. So let's do a pre-recorded show where we drive around, man. Now, there used to be train tracks here, and that used to be the train station. And there's a caboose that you can, it's a fake caboose where you can have, eat your barbecue or whatever. And anyway, yeah. About 20 miles south of Seattle, up here in the Pacific Northwest, yeah, there used to be a train that would come through here, but it doesn't come through here anymore. How about that? There's the electrical transformer kind of stuff. Let's see what mischief we can get into, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go this way. What do you think?
Lows in the upper 20s. Chance of snow. Pull the plug on funding out.
There's lots of outhouses. Porta potties if you need one.
With a chance of rain and snow. Lows in the mid-20s.
Let's turn here.
Chance of precipitation 50%. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow in the morning, then partly sunny in the afternoon.
Nice little houses.
Chance of snow 20%. Again, the forecast for Corning, Bedford, Mount Ayr.
Look at this one over here.
For the rest of today, sunny.
That's the house you need to get.
Steady temperature in the upper 20s. Northwest winds 5 to
Show you this one here. Doesn't it look like a church? It never was a church, but it looks like one. And if you'd like to live there, it's for sale, very cheap.
And the relative humidity 69%.
What do you think of that
The
home?
wind was west at 9
Got a
miles
garage
an
where you
hour,
can keep all your
predicting a wind chill of
collectibles. The stairs are a little steep, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been in there, and the stairs to the basement are especially steep. But if you like steep staircases, that's the house for you. Yes, indeed. Beautiful little community.
with a temperature of 26. It was partly sunny with a temperature of 25 at Red Oak and 27.
Blue skies, no signs of chemtrails. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Move here.
Now for a few weather conditions around the region.
Let's go this way. How about that?
The temperature was 32 degrees. The wind chill was 24. In Wind Falls, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 14 degrees. The wind chill was 5. And in Antelope, St. Paul, it was cloudy. The temperature was 20 degrees. Once again at 2 p.m. in Creston, it was sunny.
I'm going to show you an historic landmark coming up.
The wind chill was 20.
You've heard of Mr. Pibb, right? Mr. Pibb, the fake Dr. Pepper drink? Well, Mr. Pibb was a real guy. And Mr. Pibb was born in this house coming up here on the right. My wife really likes this house. But it's the birthplace of Mr. Pibb. So it's an historic landmark. The birthplace of Mr. Pibb, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll be showing you other historic landmarks as we go on this tour. There's the county hospital, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. And this is what a highway is like up here near Seattle. See, this is like a big highway. It's 2 lanes. Basically, it's like life was like 50, 60, possibly 70 years ago here. Yes, indeed. There's another house for sale. I think we passed it. Yeah, or is it here? I don't know, man. I can't remember anything anymore. I think it's here. Yeah, this house here, well, it was for sale, but I think they took it off the market. Might be because of these big tanks next to it that might intimidate people into that. Yes, indeed. Is this even a street? Well, Martin Luther King Jr. Day is Monday. Today is Friday the 13th, January the 13th. How about that?
Temperature falling into the mid-20s in the afternoon. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night,
Now let's go this
mostly
way.
cloudy. Cooler with lows in the upper 20s. Tuesday, partly sunny. Cooler with highs in the lower 40s. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of snow after midnight. Lows in the upper 20s.
Oh, there's a house for sale. Let's look at that one.
Wednesday, a chance of snow in the morning. Mostly cloudy with a chance of rain.
That's not too bad. A little
Highs
house.
in the lower 40s.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Chance of
how about that?
precipitation 40%.
And this house over here is for sale.
Mostly cloudy with
It's a
a chance
little
of rain and snow.
mobile home kind
Lows in the
of thing.
mid-20s. Chance of precipitation 50%. Thursday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of snow in the morning, then partly sunny in the
And if you
afternoon.
buy one of these houses, you can watch high school football games from your backyard, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, the forecast for Corning, Bedford, Mount Ayr, and surrounding locations for the rest of today, sunny. Near steady temperature in the upper 20s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. These are the 2 p.m. conditions for the Creston area.
All right.
Creston Airport, it was sunny. The temperature was 30 degrees, the dew point 21, and the relative humidity 69%. The wind was west at 9 miles an hour, producing a wind chill of 22. The pressure was 30.34 inches and falling. Looking around the area, it was sunny with a temperature of 33 at Lamoni, 28 at Clarendon, 27 at Atlantic, and 25
There's the
at
hospital
Mount.
again.
At Des Moines, it was mostly sunny with a temperature of 26.
Let's take
It was
this route
mostly sunny with a
again.
temperature of 25 at Red Oak and 27
We'll
at
pass the
Illinois.
Mr. Pibb home
There
again.
are some conditions elsewhere in Iowa and Missouri. At St. Joseph, it was sunny with a temperature of 32. It was mostly sunny with a temperature of 34 at Kansas City and 25 at Omaha Council Bluffs. It was cloudy with a temperature of 25
Well, there's no crime here. There's no flooding. There's no riots. There's no
The temperature was 20 degrees. Once again,
Antifa.
in Creston, it was sunny.
Most people are conservative here.
The wind chill was 22. Now here is the hazardous
Nice
weather
people.
outlook for portions of central Iowa. For today and tonight, no hazardous weather is expected.
I was always proud of being a Texan, but there was a lot of shit I didn't like there.
Thursday, no hazardous weather is expected.
Honestly.
Spotter information
So.
statement. Spotter activation will not be needed. This is NOAA All Hazards Weather Radio Station KXI 65 Athletics, Iowa, transmitting on 162.45 megahertz.
Yes, indeed.
This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service at Des Moines, Iowa. The current time is 2:49 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for Corning, Bedford, Mount Ayr, and surrounding locations.
Let's go down this
Sunny
street.
early, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows around 20. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming south with gusts up to 20 miles an hour overnight. Saturday, mostly sunny. Not as cool times in the lower 40s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Saturday night, mostly cloudy. Not as cool as those in the lower 30s. South winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Sunday, partly sunny. Highs in the upper 40s. South winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy. A chance of rain with a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Near steady temperature in the lower 40s. South winds 10 to 15.
They're just looking for the right opportunity. That allows you to target exactly who you're trying to reach with a budget that is customized just for you. Learn about all the possibilities by going to alphamediadigital.com today.
Where's the fire department?
Employee with alphamediadigital.com. Today on Hey Culligan, reverse to reduce. Here's
There's a nice little downtown area. There's a bar over here called Lefties, and a place where you can get your hair cut. Over here, they're putting in a gym and some luxury apartments and that kind of stuff.
Environmentally friendly drinking water. Am I right?
Right, Bob. And we're already on the way. Let us help you out with free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
Here is the barbecue restaurant we eat at every weekend. There's an antique store that doesn't really have anything interesting in it. Sorry about that. Maybe if you're some foo-foo grandma, that's the local newspaper.
Highs in the upper 30s.
I wish another antique store would open.
Lows in the lower 20s. Friday, partly sunny. A slight chance of rain and snow in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 30s. Chance of precipitation 20%.
There's the appliance
Again,
store.
the forecast for Corning, Bedford, Mount Ayr, and surrounding locations for
Public
tonight.
library.
Early, then becoming partly cloudy.
There's
Lows
the
around 20.
local gas
Northwest
station.
winds around 5 miles
Skelly.
an hour, becoming south with gusts up to 20 miles an hour overnight.
The barber shop. The same guy's been cutting hair in there since 1962.
At the Creston
They've
Airport,
got some dirty film playing here tonight at the Princess Theater called Puss in Boots.
2.21, and the
It's an
relative
X-rated
humidity
film.
69%. The wind was less than 9 miles an hour.
There's the
Wind
garage.
chill of 22.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen.
3.34 inches and falling. Looking around
Let's
the
take a
area,
look around.
it was sunny with a temperature of 33 at Lamoni, 28 at Clarinda.
Yes, you don't
27 at Atlantic, and
see
25 at Harlan.
Homeless people walking down the street screaming the F word,
26.
and I don't hear gunshots at night here. This friend of my wife was telling her she lives near Portland, and she had about 7 gunshots through her window the other night, and there was a guy walking down the street with no pants on, Nobody even noticed him. And they've got tents with homeless people all around the local elementary school. None of that nonsense here. None of it. None of it, I tell you. Yes, indeed. None of that crap. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Now here is the hazardous weather outlook for portions of central Iowa. Today and tonight now hazardous weather is expected at this time. And now the extended outlook
Look at this. Norman Rockwell's America here, ladies and
is
gentlemen.
expected at this time. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation will not be needed. This is NOAA All Hazards Weather Radio Station. I-65 in Lennox, Iowa. Transmitting on 162.45 megahertz. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service at
This house
Iowa.
says, welcome y'all.
The current time is 2:54 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast. Recording Bedford, Mount Air, and surrounding locations. Tonight, sunny early, then becoming partly cloudy.
So what are you guys doing this fine Friday evening? I imagine most of you will be tuning in to the Horror Mike live broadcast
20 miles an hour overnight.
on the Horror Mike YouTube channel.
Not as cool time in the lower 40s.
Tomorrow morning, Dr. Silverage will broadcast live with Shannon, and that should be quite spectacular again. I love their show.
South winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Sunday,
Sure enough.
highs in the upper 40s. South winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour.
There's the Dairy Suite. It's a great place to get ice cream and hamburgers and corny dogs, but it's closed this time of year. Here's the local cemetery. Let's go in there and see what's going on.
An hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Chance of rain 40%. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, partly sunny with a slight chance of thunderstorms. A chance of rain, mainly in the morning. Highs in the lower 50s. Temperature falling into the mid-40s in the afternoon. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night, mostly cloudy. Cooler with lows around 30. Tuesday, mostly cloudy in the morning and becoming partly sunny. Cooler with highs in the lower 40s. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. Wednesday, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of snow in the morning, then a chance of rain and snow in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 30s. Chance of precipitation 40%. Wednesday night, a chance of rain until midnight. Mostly cloudy with a chance of snow. Lows in the mid-20s. Chance of
Yes, indeed,
precipitation
Les.
40%. Thursday, mostly cloudy in the morning, then becoming partly sunny. Highs in the upper 30s.
Yes, here in Oklahoma,
Lows in the lower
things are nice.
Friday,
Blue skies.
a slight chance of rain and snow in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 30s. Chance of precipitation.
These are newer graves out here in the back of the cemetery.
Recording Bedford, Mount Air, and surrounding locations for tonight. Sunny early, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows around 20. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming south with gusts up to 20 miles an hour overnight. These are the 2 p.m. conditions for the Creston area. At Creston Airport, it was sunny. The temperature was 30 degrees, the dew point 21, and the relative humidity 69%. The wind was west at 9 miles an hour, producing a wind chill of 22.
Well,
Pressure was 30.6
it's
and falling. Around
34 degrees, but I've just got a t-shirt on because it's quite warm in the car.
27 in Atlantic and 25 in Harlan. Exit point. It was most
Last night was pretty brutally cold. I'm not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you like it when people say I'm not gonna lie? But
Here are some conditions elsewhere in Iowa and Missouri. At St. Joseph, it was sunny with a temperature of
that was because the
32.
wind was blowing.
It was mostly sunny with a temperature of 34 at Kansas City.
I drive around listening to the robot because I know I won't get a copyright claim from his voice. There's Dollar General, which is a curse, but then they're even unloading more merchandise. Oh, what wonders are going to be in that truck. There's the Subway, and up here you can barely tell, it looks like a gas station, but it's the only Mexican restaurant in town. It's called El Vaquero. Here's a bank. Yes, indeed. This is the big highway that goes through town. This is a pretty good restaurant here called Rumors Bar and Grill. It doesn't appear to be open right now. Yes, indeed. 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 Let's see what's down this way. That's a nice little house. Come on, retire. Cash in your 401k, and look, this house just sold. You could have bought that house, and you could be having all-day movie parties with Gratu Orloff. Come on, I need some friends. Remember that little swishy Flash character in the Justice League movie? He says, I just need friends. Well, that's kind of how I am. I'd like some local friends. Yeah, I want to join the Justice League because I need friends. I need friends. That guy just apparently pleaded guilty to all the horrible charges that he was accused of. But it will. How that guy was Zack Snyder's choice to be the Flash, I don't. That's complete mystery to me. How that, you read a comic book with Barry Allen and you think that that's what Barry Allen is. These are newer houses, obviously. These are wealthy people, more than likely, I would think. But the Gratu Orloff house is bigger. I was told it's the biggest house in the whole city, possibly county. Maybe one other person that has a bigger house. That doesn't mean they don't have nicer houses. There are definitely nicer houses. But as far as bigger, this would be beautifully green fields, but it's just the wrong time of year, man. It's January. This is going to be all green. I'll do another film in spring or summer, and you'll see how delightful it is. Let's turn before we get onto this gravel road. We're on the outskirts of town, kind of, I think. I'm still exploring this town, you know, that's what I'm doing here. I'm kind of exploring it. There's a nice little house. Well, oh, look at this. This is a nice house up here. I like that one. That house looks very spectacular. Look at that, man. That's like perfect, man. It's like the house Superman grew up in Smallville. This is very much small town Americana, like Smallville, or the town in The Music Man, River City is very much like that. All these small towns here in Alaska have the big statue of some person downtown. Oh, here's this is just land for sale. You can build a house. Over here, there's a house for sale. It's a smaller house, but you know, it's humble. Actually, it's a house, man. This is a retirement community. The guy that owned our house for like 30, 40 years lives in there. He's like over 100. We need to go talk to him sometime. They say he's perfectly lucid, and he might have some interesting stories about the history of the house. I feel a little weird about it, but everyone says, no, just go talk to him, and my wife wants to do it as well. I'm actually kind of shy in real life. On YouTube, I can just play around, you know. But I was always the shy guy in school, you know. Let's turn here. I've never been down this street. How about this nice little street? If we could just, if enough of you guys, the viewers, just come here, then we could have a giant community of cool people here that, and like open a store or something, or the, you know, that kind of stuff. Rent the local movie theater and play cool stuff instead of Puss in Boots. This, I don't know if they're going to play this new Ant-Man movie or not. I hear that movie has been destroyed by committee and butchered like Doctor Strange was. So that may be just as terrible as all the rest of them. More than likely it will be. So what are you guys up to today? Anything interesting? I think we were here earlier. The same intersection, possibly. Yes, indeed. This is where you can recycle your cardboard. Well, this is the local supermarket. Called Hy-Vee. Lady there that restores old furniture. And here is the historic post office, and there is a really cool mural, WPA mural. I've shown that to you before. Let's keep going straight. I took my dog Drew down this way yesterday to a dog groomer. She set up in her garage a dog grooming little studio. So that's something. There's a bed and breakfast. How about that? This is a nice little street. This is Jefferson Street, named after George Jefferson from the classic sitcom The Jeffersons. Perhaps you've seen that. That's a beautiful house there. There's some more land for sale. It's just where you can build a house. Get your Lego set ready, and you can build your own house. Indeed. It's actually getting hot in here, man. I turned the heat off. I told you last time, there's no stoplights in this town or even in the whole county. This is the most dangerous stretch, because when you turn onto this, sometimes cars will be coming over the hill, so you've got to be real careful coming out onto this highway. That was the Aleister Crowley Highway. Oh, another house for sale, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, it's this greenhouse here. Let's take a look at that. Perhaps this is where you will live. It's a greenhouse. Yes, indeed. But you could paint any of these houses green if you want a greenhouse. Sure could. Here's the local hardware store. It's just been bought out by some new firm. RP Lumber. There's the first Christian church. That's the very first Christian church ever built from Roman times. Several thousand years ago that was built. The first Christian church ever, right there. That's where I voted. And that's where I'll vote for Trump in a couple of years. Yes, indeed. Here's a guest house. Here's a funeral home. Indeed. It's getting miserable in here, man. Too hot. It's getting too hot in this house. I think I'll go home and entertain you there. Look, you can play darts outdoors here with your neighbors. See, the windows are starting to fog up. It's so hot. Oh, shut up. Shit. I turned it the wrong place, man. Oh, shit. Yeah, sometimes you'll see Amish buggies being pulled by a horse. Come along here. This house was just sold. You could have bought that house, but it's too late now. This house is like an abandoned house. Maybe if you could fix up this house, it would actually be nice. But that house needs to be fixed up. Indeed. All right. And we come back to the Gratu Orloff mansion, where we will promptly go upstairs and look at a bunch of bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. Except I have the camera pointed the wrong way to really do one of those shows. So I'll entertain you somehow. Ugh.
best 2-hour vacation in town. Neil Simon,
It's Drew.
California Suites, rated PG. Starts this Friday at selected theaters.
Okay.
Monday, don't miss a Charlie Brown Christmas with all the Peanuts gang and everyone's
Let's
favorite
turn on the
hero,
lights,
Snoopy.
ladies and gentlemen.
Then it's up to a kindly clockmaker and some clever lights to make sure Santa comes to town on both the night before Christmas. Monday, right after Charlie Brown.
Wednesday, a touching drama about a boy left by his parents who joins his grandfather on a daring journey of love. A Christmas to remember, Wednesday night.
These are two of today's newest razors. The one on the right is the Morocco rechargeable rotary razor. This one has 2 blades and pivots up and down. The Morocco 36 rotary blades and 3 adjustable floating heads and a unique shaving angle. Both give you a close shave, but the Morocco lets you walk away from soap and water and just maybe a little surprise. Gotcha! The Morocco rechargeable rotary razor. No mix, no cuts, no gotcha.
Now my cat and I have something new to chow about. New cookie blends from Purina Cat Chow Cat Food. Look, a yummy new blend of flavors. Here's chicken, liver, and cheese. 3 delicious flavors cats love. Nutritious new cookie blends you can depend on. Chow chow chow. You can depend on this country blend. Country blend. Chow chow chow. If I bought liquid plumber instead of this crystal drain opener, I wouldn't be bailing out this clogged drain.
Liquid plumber. Just pour it in, and it works.
If I had liquid plumber, I could be bowling instead of bailing.
Liquid plumber's exclusive formula pours right through water, right to the clog. No bailing, no spooning, no mess.
I know.
Liquid plumber. Just pour it in, and it works.
Sunday, Dad spends Christmas caring for a client's 12-year-old daughter and is suddenly charged with child abduction. Then on Dallas, Bobby is kidnapped and $1.5 million is demanded for his life.
Any funny business, anything. And you're the first to die.
Dallas follows Kaz, Sunday starting at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Tonight on CBS.
There's lots of folks you shouldn't forget.
When giving McDonald's gifts,
The paper boy who delivers through thick and thin.
the lady who teaches his son violin, the barber who cuts your hair just right, the fitter who sat for you Saturday night.
Say Merry Christmas with McDonald's gift certificate.
Each cost 50 cents, and Book of Dead cost $5.
We'll be off to the stars, 7:30 Tuesday.
Polaroid One-Step, the largest selling camera in the United States.
Really? How many have they sold? Well, millions.
That's what we have in here.
Sell that when they gave it to you. I'm working it out.
This is Iris Bristol.
Just press the button. Motor into the picture.
She was British. She had beautiful eyes. Let's see what else we got in here.
Beautiful. Why don't you know?
This is I'm saying this is a copy. That one is actually too, but anyway. Oh, this is certainly pretty cool. I've got to get this one framed really badly.
This is mild cheddar cheese, smoky raw cheese. We are the super cheese market. And weekly runs
The Tremolons.
sweet hot mustard.
Look them up on YouTube and listen to their music. The Tremolons. More Fun with Hun Productions, Jasper, Minnesota. That's their phone number. But they won't answer at that phone number because this is 50-something years ago. There's no telling what's in this incredible drawer.
Night, non-stop. They're the tops to give. They're the tops to
Well, here's a little flyer for the movie theater. Let's see what movies are playing.
Returns to television as an all-new 2-hour movie.
My name is Michael Adams. This
Oh, The Hunchback of Notre Dame with Charles Laughton is playing starting Sunday, March 3rd. Gone with the Wind. How about that? It's the Silver Theater in Greenville, Michigan. I wonder if it's still there. Deanna Durbin. Gone with the Wind. The Three Mosquitoes with John Wayne. Oh, the new chapter of Phantom Creeps is playing. Oh, I got a million things in these drawers that I've got to show you. That didn't sound right. Not those kind of drawers. Let's see. What's in here, man? Oh, look at that. I gotta get this framed with all my Aurora model kits. This ad. Oh, yeah, it's a picture of the Munsters. I got a million things in here. Oh, here's one of my oldest possessions.